If your mind feels restless lately, this video is not here to silence it. It is here to give it something gentle to rest on, because the mind doesn't always need emptiness. Sometimes it needs meaningful input at a calm pace. In this hour, you'll hear calm facts, soft insights, and quiet observations about the human mind, nature, and daily life. Nothing to memorize, nothing to achieve, just enough stimulation to keep you present, and enough calm to let your body relax. Here is something interesting. Your brain responds differently to how something is said than to what is said. A calm, steady voice signals safety to the nervous system, even if the content itself is complex. This is why bedtime stories, gentle podcasts, and slow explanations help people relax. Your brain thinks, I can listen without preparing for danger. That sense of safety is what allows learning to happen, without stress. This is also why shouting, rushing, or constant intensity creates fatigue, even if the topic is interesting. Calm input keeps attention longer. Many people believe attention means intense focus, but that's not entirely true. Attention is simply where your awareness goes. Concentration is how tightly you hold it there. In nature, attention is often soft. You notice sounds, movement, light, without forcing your focus. This soft attention is actually more sustainable than sharp concentration. That's why people can watch nature videos for hours. But struggle to read a stressful email for 5 minutes. Your nervous system prefers open awareness. If you feel restless while resting, it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It often means your system is finally slowing down enough to notice stored tension. Restlessness is not the opposite of calm. It is often the doorway to it. Just like muddy water clears when left undisturbed, your mind settles when it's allowed to move a little first. Nothing needs fixing. Here's a fascinating one. Studies show that walking, especially in nature, increases creative thinking by up to 60%. Why? Because walking activates both sides of the brain. Your body moves rhythmically. Your eyes scan the environment. Your thoughts begin to connect more freely. This is why ideas often come during walks, showers, or quiet moments, not when you force them. Movement without urgency is medicine for the mind. Nature does something subtle but powerful. It offers non-demanding stimulation. Trees don't ask you to respond. Water doesn't expect an answer. The sky doesn't judge. Your nervous system recognizes this instantly. Heart rate slows. Muscle tension decreases. Breathing becomes deeper without effort. This is not imagination. It is biology. Your body evolved in nature. It remembers. The human brain loves patterns. Repetition feels safe. This is why waves are calming. Leaves moving in the wind are soothing. Familiar voices feel comforting. Patterns reduce the brain's need to predict danger. That's also why consistent content, steady pacing, and predictable structure keep viewers watching longer. Your brain relaxes when it knows what comes next. You might notice moments where your mind drifts. That's normal. Each time you gently return to listening, you strengthen attention without force. This is how calm focus is built, not by control, but by return. No effort required. Information is not always stimulating in a stressful way. When delivered slowly and clearly, knowledge creates orientation, and orientation creates safety. Your mind relaxes when it understands context, when things make sense. This is why gentle explanations often feel grounding rather than overwhelming. Understanding soothes uncertainty. In the next part of this hour, we'll explore more quiet facts about emotions and the body, why we feel tired after growth, how modern life affects attention, and why slowing down actually improves clarity. Stay with this pace. There is nothing to catch up on. If you're still listening, your mind has likely found a rhythm it can stay with. That's not because everything is perfectly calm, but because curiosity is gently engaged. The brain enjoys learning when it doesn't feel rushed. When information arrives without pressure, it becomes grounding rather than overwhelming. This is the space we're staying in. Here's something many people don't realize. Emotional growth takes energy, even positive change. Setting boundaries, gaining insight, choosing differently requires the brain to build new pathways. That process uses glucose, oxygen, and attention. So feeling tired after growth is not a setback. It's recovery. Your system is integrating something new. Rest after insight is not laziness. It's biology. Rest and escape look similar on the outside, but they feel very different on the inside. Escape numbs. Rest restores. Escape leaves you feeling dull or disconnected afterward. Rest leaves you feeling a little clearer, even if nothing changed. Listening calmly, walking slowly, learning gently. These are forms of rest that still keep you present. You don't need to disappear to recover. You need safety. Your brain evolved in environments where information arrived slowly. Now it receives notifications, headlines, opinions, decisions, all within minutes. This constant switching exhausts attention. That's why long-form, slow content feels surprisingly relieving. It gives the brain one place to rest, one thread to follow. Depth is calming because it reduces fragmentation. In nature, change is gradual. Light shifts, wind moves, water flows. Your brain mirrors what it observes. When input is slow and continuous, your internal state follows. This is why nature footage paired with calm explanation can feel regulating. It aligns outer rhythm with inner rhythm. You are not imagining this effect. You are responding to it. When you slow down, old thoughts sometimes get louder. This is not because rest causes anxiety. It's because noise finally has space to surface. The mind releases what it hasn't had time to process. This is a sign of unwinding, not failure. You don't need to solve the thoughts. Just noticing them without reacting already changes how they land. Emotions intensify when they are resisted. They soften when they are witnessed. This is not philosophy. It's neurology. Awareness activates parts of the brain that reduce emotional reactivity. So simply noticing how you feel, without judging it, is an act of regulation. You don't need techniques. You need presence. You might notice similar ideas returning in this video. That's intentional. Repetition builds familiarity. Familiarity builds safety. Your brain relaxes when it recognizes patterns. That's why music, rituals, and routines have always been part of human life. Consistency tells the nervous system, this is stable. You can stay. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. What sustains growth is orientation. Knowing what matters to you. Knowing your pace. Knowing when to rest. Quiet consistency outperforms intensity. Every time. This applies to learning, healing, and building a life. Fast information is quickly forgotten. Slow learning integrates. When information arrives calmly, it connects to emotion, memory, and meaning. This is why you remember conversations more than headlines, stories more than statistics. Learning that feels human lasts. You don't need to remember everything you heard. Your brain will keep what's useful. Trust that process. Clarity often arrives later, during a walk, a quiet moment, or a simple breath. Understanding continues in the background. As this hour comes to a close, there's nothing you need to do differently. You can carry this calm curiosity with you. Let it soften how you move through the rest of your day. A restless mind doesn't need silence. It needs kindness, structure, and meaning. And sometimes, it just needs to listen, without being rushed. Thank you for staying with this moment.